Craig here from Your Tech. Today we are talking about the Steam Machine, of course. Now this isn't a usual video for me. I don't usually do a lot of videos to do with current news and things like that. I just like messing around with computers and carrying on. But the Steam Machine needs to be talked about. Let's get into it. Before we get into the meat of this conversation, we need to talk about the specs. So the Steam Machine comes with a 6-core 12-thread Zen 4 AMD CPU, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, half a terabyte of storage, Wi-Fi 6E, integrated Steam controller connection, Bluetooth, a very small form factor with fairly quiet operation from what I can tell, and for all intensive purposes, a 7600M GPU for £879. That is an eye-watering price for a gaming PC that, regardless of what Valve says, is a 1080p machine at best. So, let's get into the good bits. Let's start off on a positive. So the Steam Machine itself comes in an incredibly small form factor. It's basically a 6-inch cube. It's got replaceable magnetic faceplates, which is a really cool way for people to be able to customize their own Steam Machine. It's got integrated support for the Steam controller. You get a slight discount if you bundle the console and the controller together. It's got a multi-antenna array for the Steam controller, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi 6E. SteamOS is looking solid, and I like that they've added the suspend and the resume feature. You also get a full-fledged desktop mode with SteamOS. So as much as this is a console experience that you put in your living room, the fact that you've got a full desktop experience is amazing. They are expanding the Verified program to encompass the Steam Machine, which is awesome. Not only does this mean that you will know before starting up a game whether or not this is going to run well, it means this is putting pressure on developers to optimize their game. And if there's one thing that gamers are absolutely crying out for at the minute, it is game optimization. We want to be able to play the latest titles, not necessarily on the most high-end hardware, especially with the price of hardware at the minute. And this is where the Steam Machine absolutely kicks gamers in the teeth, is their hardware choices. I understand that they got hit by the Rampocalypse, the same as we all did, and they were probably already quite far through the design of the Steam Machine when the Rampocalypse hit. But only a bad plan can't be changed. And the fact that they have released this system for £900 is ridiculous. Why are they using DDR5 RAM? Is the performance on a 30-watt CPU using DDR5, that uplifting performance really worth it when you could probably go with a Zen 3 CPU with DDR4 and get the same or better performance? And the only thing you're really giving up for it is a little bit extra wattage. We're talking about laptop components essentially. A 7500F limited to 30 watts and a laptop 7600M. I'm not being funny, but as much as it's cool that the form factor of this PC is a 6-inch cube, if that was actually a 7-inch cube and we were gonna get desktop components in it and we were gonna get decent gaming performance and it was gonna cost £900, do you think people would be pissed? Because I don't think they would. Gamers care about 3 things: price, fidelity, smoothness. And Valve have not hit the mark on any of them. The price is completely out to lunch. The gaming performance is pathetic. And the only way you're getting smoothness is by using FSR at such levels that it's a smeary mess. This does not hit the mark. And I'm sick to death of seeing YouTubers silver lining the Steam Machine with, it's got CEC though. It's got CEC. You don't have to plug your dongle in with a Steam controller. Really? That's what we're excited about? So PC with CEC, you haven't got to get up and turn your PC on. Is this the generation we've got to now? People can't be asked to turn their PC on. We're PC gamers. We spend the majority of our time sat at a desk playing games. You're telling me that you can't get up first, turn it on, and then go sit back down? And the worst bit about this hardware and the worst bit about this price is what you can buy that gives you better performance than the Steam Machine. Not build, buy. You can buy a pre-built that will give you better gaming performance than the Steam Machine. And to prove my point, here's some PCs. As you can see, for the majority of these, you have got Zen 3 CPUs paired with 5060s or 9060 XTs. And guess what? Them PCs will beat the absolute brakes off the Steam Machine because it actually has graphical horsepower. And because the Steam Machine is aiming at a living room setting, meaning it is functionally aiming for 4K 60 FPS, and whilst I don't mind upscaling, These machines are going to use a lot less upscaling than what the Steam machine will have to. And what do you get? Yes, these PCs are going to be bigger and they're probably going to be a little bit louder, but they're also going to give you actual gaming performance that you can use. Considering that we're living in a time where we can remotely use Steam, using Steam Remote Play on our TVs with quite good fidelity, quite good input latency, how the hell do Valve see this as a win? And then when you go into the build your own market, it gets even worse. You can get a 5060 Ti for this price. You can get a 9060 XT 16 gig in this price. If you went used hardware route, I have no doubt you'd be able to get a 9070 XT, 9070 XT, actual 4K gaming with not much upscaling or no upscaling on some games. This is a huge fail for me by Valve. And I don't care if this is a hot take, and if you guys are pissed at what I'm saying, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I could care less. This Valve Steam machine is a joke. £900 and you get a laptop with CEC. Really? You want me to be excited about that? No, absolutely not. I like Valve, but what a miss this is. Do you think the Steam machine is worth £900? Are you guys thinking of getting one? I definitely ain't. I'm not going anywhere near the Steam machine. I've just built a living room PC for about 300 quid all in, I think, using used and throwaway components, and it runs absolutely fine. I mean, I'm not sure how the 2070 compares to the 7600M in raw gaming performance. I imagine it's closer than I'd like to admit, but yeah, I am completely disappointed in Valve for this. If it was me, I would have completely delayed this until the prices came down and it made more sense, because the price of this is an absolute joke. And shame on YouTubers throwing these silver linings about CEC and Steam controller integration. What a pathetic amount of copium to justify such a shit price on a product. Sorry it's not a positive one today. Let me know your feelings down in the comments below, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye.